Hi, everyone. I had a request today to read another of my old columns, so that's what I'm going to do today. I have a column from April of 1987 called Taking Leave. The whole idea seemed unbelievable, but there I sat with telephone to my ear, arranging a weekend away from home, away from never ending work, away from early spring farm chores, away from all four children. A tiny footnote made my preparations even sweeter. Bob and I would be sharing the away time together. Even as I spoke to the innkeeper in Upper Michigan, I figured something would happen to follow up our getaway plans. Surely one of the children would come down with strep throat, if not all four, and if not strep throat, then influenza. And if not influenza, then diphtheria. If not diphtheria, maybe typhoid. As the time for our escape neared, my thinking changed. If the children didn't get sick before we left, maybe they would while we were away. I began to worry anew. What if their flu germs were only dormant? What if Becky's ear infection flared up while I was in the UP, listening to the peace and quiet? What if her fever returned and no one thought to give her her medicine? Images of accidents came to me as I tried to sleep the night before our departure. What if the kids baked pizza and forgot to turn the oven off? What if someone fell out of a tree? What if Robbie burned his hand on the hot pizza pan? What if one of them tripped over a toy and bumped his or her head? What if while cutting the pizza, Robbie also cut his finger? I made a long list of instructions and spoke at length to the neighbor who would be spending 2 nights at our home. Somewhere along the line, I listened to my husband, who told me everything would be all right. It was easy to disregard his advice, though. Bob's words only slightly interrupted my worrying. To add to my concerns, two helpful friends told me stories minutes before we were to leave. One recounted how a 7-year-old boy and his 4-year-old sister were fighting over a baseball bat. She lost the fight but won stitches above her eye. The other friend told how her 5-year-old grandson hit his 2-year-old brother with a piece of chrome and sent him to the hospital with a concussion. After hearing those two delightful tales, Bob and I did the unexpected. We left for the weekend. My worry didn't stop, though. During the drive, I began to consider what would happen to our family if Bob and I were involved in an accident. What relative would want to take in four noisy children? My sister, sure, she said she would take the kids, but could I do that to my only sister? Her life would never be the same. I'm happy to say none of my fretting stopped our car from its journey northward. Bob and I actually did spend 49 whole hours away, but more about our trip and re entry next time. 1987. So I don't stop worrying. I worry about my kids these days too, and now grandkids. So until next time, that's it from Sunnybook Farm.